Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sam. So we're looking at the chart and everyone have been screaming dead cross, dead cross, dead cross. And of course, like I told everyone in my signal group, the market is bound to panic and sell because of dead cross. But it is just an indicator that as far as I'm concerned doesn't mean anything. Wheels can choose to pump the market at that time or short the market at that time, depending on how best they wish to make money from the market. Anyways, as far as I'm concerned, the support still remains around this point, and yep, that is that for Bitcoin. So let's check out the crypto news today. Not today, I'm sure, but Jack Dorsey notes lobbying efforts to get Ethiopian government to embrace Bitcoin, and it's gonna work. Unfortunately, this should have been the Nigerian government, but the Nigerian government have been acting childishly towards crypto and towards technology as a whole, right? And Jack Dorsey is doing a great work in trying to get governments around the world to use Bitcoin, right? So in a quote, let's see where's the quote. Yeah, in our research through the mining initiative, Ethiopia could easily multiply its export minings without third-party involvement, billions more in short term with minimal investments. The project aims to publish more detailed plans both for the government, and I would love to read that tweet in full to see how it goes. But that's the Jack Dorsey and Ethiopian government news to embrace Bitcoin. So, in some traveling news, Traveler launches a decentralized home sharing service, and this is amazing. This might be a major competition to Airbnb, and let's take a read. In a Wednesday announcement, Traveler said it had partnered with former executives from BNB, Expedia, and other companies to launch D-Travel, a decentralized vacation rental platform that may serve as a competitor for sites like Airbnb and VRBO. I'm hearing about this for the first time. Where have I been? The platform is community governed through D-Travel's decentralized autonomous organization, which is called a DAO or a DAC. Some people call it DAC, decentralized autonomous community, and uses DeFi to facilitate smart contract between hosts and guests. This is mind blowing. I would like to read more about, and of course I want to be at the beginning of this entire project. It's amazing. It's a major disruptor, right? All right, to some other news. Oh yeah, this is the traveler stuff. I'll check that later. Now CNN news. So CNN selling historic news comment as NFT. Remember my famous words. It's going to be the trend in the next couple of years. Every company, every organization will go into NFTs. Why? Because the big boys already started going into NFT, and this is going to be the trend, right? So if you're out there, you're thinking of ways to make money with crypto. NFT is one. Let me close my WhatsApp to reduce the notification. NFT is one area of cryptocurrency that a lot of people are not paying attention to, and it's going to be big in the future, right? So the best thing you might want to do for yourself is, number one, is to understand what NFT is, how to create NFTs, or how to market NFT, or how to manage an NFT business, right? So make sure you jump on these guys, and yeah. So let's read this quote. Until now, there has been no way to collect these moments. Users can often find old footage online or package up documentaries, but they cannot own them or display them in the way they can. What am I reading? Anyways, the point is, CNN is now going into NFT. It's getting bigger by the day. World Bank refuses. Now, this is a very nonsensical news. World Bank refuses El Salvador's request for help on BTC. For God's sake, we don't need World Bank to even accept it in the first place, right? The people in El Salvador are already using Bitcoin, whether or not World Bank the whole point of Bitcoin is that we don't need the banks anymore. The reason why Bitcoin exists is so that the banks will not exist. So there is no point for the banks to form as if they are trying to want to make people use Bitcoin through approvals. Right, so it's a very nonsensical news. I love what the president of El Salvador is doing, and I hope the citizens of El Salvador are keeping much crypto for themselves. Moving on, Kim Kardashian news. Kim Kardashian shields Ethereum Max on Instagram. Media question socialist motive. So just in case you've not heard about it, I've seen the news a lot of times on it posted in several cryptocurrency groups. So here's the news. Kim Kardashian, a very popular person, just in case you don't know, was paid an amount of money to talk about an Ethereum project, which I think might end up being a scam. So look at what was written on it. It said, "Are you guys into crypto? This is not a financial advice. So why are you posting it?" But sharing what my friends just told me about the Ethereum Crypto Max token. A few minutes ago, Ethereum Max burned 400 trillion tokens, literally 50% of their admin wallets, and blah 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 blah. And then at the end, one of the hashtags says ad, meaning she was paid to promote this project, right? And if this project ends up being a scam, this lady is going to be in trouble from SEC. Yep, that's it. All right, so this news, I saw this news as well yesterday or 2 days ago, 3 days ago, and I was just laughing. So Mark Cuban, a billionaire, in case you don't know, he's a billionaire in dollars. Mark Cuban hit by Ion Finance token crash caused for DeFi regulation. Now, this reminds me of what happened in GameStop. How, these big Wall Street guys started losing some money, and then they called for for regulation. It's the same thing. So these big guys in the space, they always want to form smart. So Cuban rogged crypto Twitter, or himself got rogged on Ion Finance. I got here like everyone else. Crazy parties, I got out. Thought they were increasing their TVL. Come on, man. Having money is not just enough. Having money is not just enough. There are rich billionaires. You can't be a billionaire not rich. Okay, there are rich guys around the world that have tons of money in their account and still don't know jack. Point is, this millionaire or billionaire in dollars lost money by investing into a token, and he got scammed. Now the scam is that they cashed out on him. Right, so that is why I always tell people, please do make sure you get someone to advise you on how, where, and when to invest in cryptocurrency, because having the money is not just enough. If you have $1 million and you don't know what you're doing, you don't have knowledge about crypto, and I have $1,000 or $100,000, I will end up being richer than you because I have the knowledge and you don't. All right, guys, in our last news for today, motor team McLaren racing partners with Tezos to build NFT platform. Remember I talked about NFT earlier on, right? So guys, NFT is going to be big in the future, right? Every company near you will start going into NFT. So it's high time you start building an NFT profile. It's high time you start learning about NFT, how to build NFTs for companies, how to manage NFT for different organizations, and all, because you might as well be creating job for yourselves and you don't know. Now, there's a possibility that if you start this NFT service in your country, nobody might patronize you, but hey, give it time, because the technology is still new, and companies around the world and rich guys around the world are getting to understand what this technology is all about. Right, that's all we have for you today. Please do make sure to subscribe to the channel and like this video. See ya.